incentives and resources that you can use in your communities, essentially to access funding, to replace old lights, to replace equipment, save energy, save money is the whole idea, and then as well build better buildings that mean that our community is more comfortable and again saves money on energy. So you might ask, this all sounds good, but how much is this going to cost me? And the answer is you already pay for it. So when you pay your PG&E bill, there's a small charge in there that's called a public purpose charge. And what it does essentially is that it's dedicated to run different programs that help the community. And one of those programs, it started back in the 70s, the idea is that if we manage to save enough energy, we don't have to build new, very expensive power plants, that overall we all end up saving money, and so it's worth it essentially to collect money from each of the ratepayers, save a little bit, fund these programs, and then they save energy. Now, typically PG&E would be the one running these programs. I don't need to tell you that PG&E has a really, really large territory. They will go after the opportunities that are easiest to access. So they'll serve very large customers in the Bay Area. And by the time they make it down to our communities, usually there's not much left funding. The programs are funky because they weren't designed here. It's just hard to access money. It's hard to do these projects. So the whole idea of regional energy networks is to create more localized entities run by local governments with our elected officials, with the community, design programs that will actually work in our communities and have money dedicated, again, for our communities. So we are sort of a large area because it's pretty rural, covering the Central Valley, the Central Coast, and the Eastern Sierra. And these are all the different agencies that you see here. We have 2 counties, County of San Luis Obispo, County of Ventura, AMBAG, my agency, and then 2 nonprofits. And we run 6 programs. 2 of them are designated more for residential customers, so I won't talk to you about those. And then there's another one on finance that we're still building out. But really the 2 that I want to talk to you about are codes and standards and our commercial. Codes and standards is essentially how we build better buildings. And so what we have there is we have free online and in-person classes that you can take to get continuation education credits. And then we have a resource where anyone can go pick up the phone and ask any question that they have related to the energy code. So if you're an architect, if you're a civil engineer, if you're a building owner, if you're a contractor, you have any questions relating to energy code and how do I retrofit this building? In new construction, what are the requirements? You can, at no cost, call, and then within 1 to 2 business days, we will work with you and provide you answers, connect you to resources. So it's really this great resource that's just available at no cost for the community. Again, this is sort of the information that we have. It's free. We're here. It's already been paid for. We just want to make sure that the word gets out there and that folks are able to use it. To use it, it's super easy. All you have to do is you go online, CCRREN.org. There's a codes and standard page. You fill out a little survey that sort of tells you, well, here's how you participate. I know it's sometimes hard to just on these things just see the website. So we have some handy dandy small flyers. So come and see me. We have more than enough. And then there's a QR code at the end as well as the phone number. So if you're interested, again, we're more than happy to provide this information. More than happy to talk to you about the work that we do. And then I have the slides as well, but this is the QR code if you're interested in seeing the trainings that we have. We've had 4 so far, the recordings are on there. We're hosting 3 over the next 3 months. Different topics around heat pump water heater, energy code, all kinds of different trainings. We have one coming up on home hardening and how homes can be made more resilient by building them better for fire. So things like that. So that's our Codes and Standard program. The one that I think I'm very excited about is the Commercial Energy Improvement Program. And what that is essentially is offering small businesses and nonprofits no-cost retrofits of their equipment. So we come in, we do a free assessment, and then we're able to provide things like LED lighting, things like water heaters, all at no cost to, again, small businesses and nonprofits. The idea is that We know that it's very expensive to do these types of replacements. The state is always coming up with new mandates that they might impose down the line, and so we want to make sure that our region gets familiar with this technology, that we get local contractors that know how to implement, and the best way to do that is just frankly to provide the technology to folks who otherwise would never have access to it, and sort of help them replace their equipment. So what you're seeing here is essentially a rusted out water heater. It's a little bit blurry, but essentially it's something that was about to give out. That is about a $7,000 replacement that the business, in this case a nonprofit called Pajaro CDC, Pajaro Community Development Corporation, would have to bear. Instead, we provided at no cost a brand new electric heat pump water heater. They're very happy with it, give us a glowing recommendation. But essentially our idea is that, as you might have heard, the state is concerned about climate change. They slowly but surely were moving towards a world where they want to require everyone to switch to electric. And we're not opposed to that, but we think it should be done very carefully so that customers don't have to pay extra on their energy bill. We want to make sure that there's local contractors, again, that are able to do this work. So what we do is that when it's feasible, when it's not going to increase someone's bill, we recommend a heat pump water heater, and then we do associated upgrades against like the lights, so that overall the project does save folks money on their energy bill, and then they get the great benefit of essentially getting this new piece of equipment at no cost. The other component that we have that's interesting is that we have a workforce integration component. So we're actually training 4 folks right now, giving them $25 an hour for 1,000 hours just training, and then they're available in the community to do audits. And so really the call to action on this one is it's a small scale program right now. We're looking to get more funding, so we're looking to get folks excited. We're looking to showcase that yes, people want this service, so that we can ask for more money from the state. And then we want to make sure again that the small businesses, the nonprofits that would need it most are truly the ones accessing it. We don't want to give these incentives to folks that might be able to do it on their own. And so we're really open for referrals of small businesses, nonprofits that you think would be a good fit for the program. And then we're immediately able to essentially send someone out and do an audit, talk with the small business owner, see if they're a good fit for the program, and if not, sort of try to connect them to other programs. So really just trying to help folks save money on their bill. That's it for my presentation. I've got just the flyers and the slides if you want to grab one. I've also got just the flyers if you're just interested in that. Or if not, just come and talk to me. I'm more than happy to talk your ear off about this. I think it's a really interesting program. Yeah.